Receiving your sneakers with a defect is usually pretty annoying. It's not uncommon to get a sneaker with some glue marks, wayward stitching, scratches, scuffs. You sometimes wonder how some of these sneakers got past quality control. And in recent times, we've seen some quality control issues around the Jordan 3 reimagined white cements. Inconsistencies with the elephant print, the same pair of shoes having completely different leather from shoe to shoe. And one sneaker in particular was doing the rounds where one heel tab featured the Nike Air and the other heel tab featured the Jumpman. And so in today's episode, we are going to look at some of the wildest Air Jordan factory defects. The first sneaker we're going to talk about is the Air Jordan 1 Gold Toe. The factory defect that this sneaker features is an upside down swoosh. Now, according to the story behind this sneaker, the owner purchased them and then actually returned them to the store, Cool Kicks LA, to get a different pair. The store provided the customer with the replacement pair and then held on to the defective pair. Because this particular defect doesn't really take away from the aesthetic of the shoe, you could even argue it makes the shoe look pretty cool. They decided to hang on to it and then list it on eBay, and bidding went crazy. They have since held on to the shoe and from what I understand now are looking to sell it for around $100,000. Can you imagine if you were the person that got that shoe for retail and then returned it? Big L. Next up, we have another Jordan 1 that features the same defect, but it's on a different sneaker from a different year. This is the Jordan 1 reverse shattered backboard. The sneaker was bought in Italy, and the owner was in a similar situation when he received the pair and noticed the defect. He just about went back to Foot Locker to return the pair, decided to hang on to it, decided to post it on Instagram, and after getting all sorts of feedback online, decided to keep them and actually turns down an early offer for 3,000 euros. After scouring the internet for appraisals and price checks, he now has the sneaker valued at around 140,000 US dollars. And he's now the proud owner of a sneaker reselling consignment store in Milan. And this sneaker is like a draw card for sneaker tourists and people that are in the neighborhood who want to catch a glimpse of this iconic defective Jordan 1. Now, I guess this should be a lesson to all of us to make sure you check over your sneakers when you get them in hand, because you never know. Sometimes you might have a quirky peculiarity about your sneaker that could well make it pretty interesting. Or you could just have glue marks and bad stitching. Here we have a 2014 pair of Air Jordan 11 Low Concords. Take a moment to have a look at the picture. Does anything stand out as being off? You probably can't tell from the top picture, but once you flip this sneaker upside down and peep the outsole, you can see that these Concords have the outsole from the Green Snake Low 11. This one's pretty cool, although nobody's going to notice until you flip your foot up and show them. Next up, we have this pair of 07 Aqua 8s. I don't know if you guys were into sneakers back in 07, but the Aqua 8 was huge. But if you have a look on this pair, the defect is pretty obvious, pretty easy to see, and it's pretty easy to mess up and mischeck at QC. These 2011 Jordan 7 Bordeaux's, one of the best Jordan 7 colorways of all time, is missing. It's missing the whole Air Jordan on the tongue. But I think they look kind of clean without the logo. What do you guys think? Now, you might be thinking most of these mishaps are going down in a legendary era where QC was notoriously poor around 07 to 2012, but these defects actually go all the way back to the original Jordans, back to 1985. Check out these Royals. You have the OG Royal tongue tag on the right shoe, and then you've got what looks to be maybe a shadow or maybe the black and white Nike Air on the other shoe. Can you imagine how valuable that pair would be today? An original pair of 85s goes for crazy money as it is, but imagine having an original pair with this particular factory defect. These would be pretty pricey, I reckon. This next one is one of the most famous factory errors of all time, the Air Jordan box. There were more than a few of these boxes in circulation, and because there was quite a few of them, it kind of caught a lot of collectors off guard because they thought they had fakes. Check out these Jordan 7s. Can you spot the defects? It's not that obvious, and I'll admit the picture isn't that great, but these Jordans are missing the upper eyelets. You've got no choice but to loose and low lace your Jordan 7s with these, which isn't a bad look, to be fair. All right, have a look at these Jordan 10s from 2012 and let me know if you can spot the flaw. It's a bit of a persnickety one. It's missing the N in the championship. Now, the Jordan 10 outsole is the most detailed part of the entire sneaker. It's arguably the best part of the sneaker as well, which is kind of ironic given it's the one part of the sneaker on foot that you can't see. And so whilst this is somewhat understandable, because of the importance of the outsole on the Jordan 10, it is nonetheless inexcusable. Can you spot the flaw on these Jordan 9 Thornbeckers? You probably clocked it straight away. The left shoe has the logo upside down. Now, these shoes are rare enough as it is, but adding on the additional defect makes this sneaker a legit rare on rare type sneaker. More problems with the 07 Aqua 8s. I used to have a pair of 07 Aqua 8s actually. I do miss that pair. This pair, you can see the upside down Air Jordan on the side of the strap. I guess the benefit of having these two factory flaws is when you look down, stuff's the right way up. These 2010 Jordan 7 Olympics have got a cheeky thing missing. Can you spot it? If you got it, well done. It's just the Air in Air Jordan. This is a kind of cheeky one. What's the problem with these Jordan 14 cherries? You can see on the right shoe, it's just missing the cheeky Jumpman on the top of the toe box there. Now, this factory flaw is really cool. These are the Jordan 4 Mars Blackmans from 2006, and they generally come installed with the white netting, but as you can see here, it's a gray netting. I think these would look pretty hard. It's a shame we don't have better pictures of these. These 03 Jordan 8 Bugs Bunnies have got a pretty obvious flaw. The right shoe is featuring the wrong patch on the tongue. Do you know which pair that is from? If you guessed the Chrome 8s, you are correct. I kind of think with the mismatched tongues, these look pretty hard. What do you guys think? These Jordan 11 Cool Grays have got another tongue label upside down on the left shoe. And the last one, these Jordan 9 Anthracites have got the logo upside down on the right tongue. And there we go. Those are some of the most interesting Air Jordan factory defects. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode today, and I appreciate you guys subscribing if you haven't done so already and liking the video before you bounce. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.